great time. And hopefully next
And maybe even some of us older owners is, but I'm back.
it's tea time, fools.
I've been thinking about this one for quite some time. I guess I've struggled with how to articulate my commentary or my argument or my point of view on this. And for some reason it came to me today on how I wanted to talk about this point. So, like the title asks, once the Nintendo NX is revealed and we get the name of it, and once that hype dies and goes away, will these hype channels also die and go away, or at the very least lose a lot of momentum? And some people will say, oh well, you're just you're jealous of these guys, or I've seen people say that in many different ways in their videos or in comments. You're jealous of the attention they're getting, and no, I'm not. I have no problem saying if I'm looking over my shoulder at something, or if something's bothering me, and the one thing that does bother me about these so-called hype channels or whatever is not the fact that I'm not as popular as they are, or quote unquote popular as they are. What bothers me is that I see, from the few times that I will watch these videos, because it's not out of hate that I don't watch these videos. It's just out of the fact that I don't feel like these guys are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine in their hype, or in the way they talk, or in the way they present themselves. And if I don't feel like I believe you, or that you're genuine and you're intentionally just trying to hype, then I can't watch you. It's nothing about being jealous about you or anything like that. That's just who I am. I mean, whoever you are, whatever you do, I can't hype that's not genuine, or at least that I feel is not genuine. I can't get behind. So it's not the fact that these guys exist or that they're popular. They got way more views per video than I do, and their channel skyrocketed as far as their subscribers. It's not that. Is when I see guys who are on my channel, who are big supporters of my channel, that they still watch, they come around a lot less often. When I see those guys in the comment sections, that does bother me, because I feel like when I make a video, or my point of view, my perspective, I feel like you should know better. You should be able to see, I guess, phoniness, or you should be able to see, hype and hype creators for what they are. And maybe, I guess I'm just like, looking too much into myself, thinking that I feel like, my videos, my humor is a bit more sophisticated, and for people who like the stuff that I do to also quote unquote fall for that hype stuff and the rumor stuff, for my subscribers who've been around for a while to not only fall for that stuff and really be into those videos, but like stop watching my stuff, my content. I mean, this is not a business. This is it's for YouTube. But for me, it's like it's a kind of a hobby now. It's a personal kind of thing that I do for artistic purposes for me. So if you will, this is my art, and people who used to like my art aren't watching it as much, and they're falling for just stuff that's not very sophisticated. That I guess that does bother me a little bit, and I'm not embarrassed to say that, because I want people to have a personal connection to me. And saying that, my channel will change to where you will have a more personal connection with me. That's all I'll say in the near future. So, but yeah, so what I'm saying is, once Nintendo NX is revealed, will these guys still tantalize you as much as they are right now? When they have to start actually talking about games, or at least I feel like that's what they're going to have to do. Because once the NX is revealed, there's no more speculation. There's no more hyping you up. You're going to have to actually start getting into some details, into the meat. Will they move on to like trying to gas you up on what games might come? Because I don't think a lot of people in this community seem to care that much about the actual games and people talking about games. They seem to like the politics around it and the hype more than the actual game stuff. I mean, there's a at least in this side of the community, I mean, there is a community on here that are into guys who do really fun like gameplay videos and like really creative review stuff. Like one of my favorites is the Completionist, and like he really goes into the games, and he has a really fun channel. But yeah, like, because I don't feel like that audience is gonna gravitate to hype about, you know, what software is coming out. So, you know, in a way, I guess I'm worried about these hype channels. Because I see guys who still have, like, you know, 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, and they can barely get, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 people to watch their video on average today. And I feel like that has to do a lot, with people just moving on, you know, because years and years. Some of these channels I'm talking about have been around like 7-8 years, but will you be able to maintain that audience going forward? The audience that you created up on hype for NX and rumors and stuff, will that audience then transition to your channel, which is going to have to transition unless you're going to start a NX or NX, unless you're going to start a whatever the next console from Nintendo is going to be channel, which is I think would be premature. So yeah, I'm just wondering. What do you think? Like I said, my problem is not with these channels per se, as it is with the audience. Like I was saying, the audience that I used to have. You know, I never had a huge audience or anything like that. You know, one video would do well, and it's always been that way for me. I'm just wondering about those guys that I used to see a lot. That would comment. I'm seeing a lot more on those channels. I'm guessing they'll come back and watch me more once that stuff happens, because I'm consistent and my videos will always be a certain way. Actually, they're going to be some new stuff, some really new stuff coming. So I'm guessing I'm going to get more of an audience with that stuff. But like, will you guys still hang around? What will you get out of those guys once the NX is revealed? So yeah, that's my commentary on that. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and yeah, I'll see you fools next time. Peace out.
Thank you all for watching Mizzah Tee Show.